Winter. It comes almost without warning, and it always leaves without ever saying goodbye. Those who embrace the precipitation thrive in everything it has to offer: a chance to recover or revive, an opportunity to bond with the outdoors, and a chance to defy gravity and then understand the effects of physics. Most people take time off to hit the slopes, but for some, all they have to do is punch their time card. Working at a ski resort isn't easy. Most shifts last 12 hours, and maintenance crews are susceptible to freezing temperatures and even colder wind chills. The lift and grooming departments of Gunstock are two of the most demanding and important departments on the mountain. Supplying the snow and getting people to the top for over 70 years is no small feat. It's the employees who make this resort what it is.
Our staff consists of, I think, probably the greatest people that have ever worked this ski area. That's truly what they are, which I think, set us apart from anybody else in the ski business in New England.
All right, so we're up at the top of the panorama. As the chairs come in, there's an operating arm that sticks up on the grip, which you'll see. It's got a wheel on the top. As it comes in, there's a rail that forces that wheel down and opens the jaw of the grip. As that happens, the cable goes away and goes down and in around the bull wheel. The jaw is opening at the same time, and then the grip is free from the cable. It gets propelled around the rails and rides in almost like a very small, you can call it our track. We call it the running rail. And it gets pushed through that rail by a tire bank that's controlled by pulleys and belts. They get turned as the cable comes in. It rides over a couple of really big shifts that have belts attached to them that work their way up. Their PTOs, their power takeoff of the cable. And it spins all of these tires from those couple of shifts that the cable rides over. It does it on this side and that side. There's a PTO here and a PTO on that side, and it's split in the middle.
What's going on is the spacing on the chairs is way too close together. They normally like to be, say, 100 feet apart, and they're only running about, say, 50. So the computer system in the lift is shutting the lift down, telling it we have a problem with spacing.
The anti-collision system's always monitoring all the chairs as they're going through. You can see the sensors on the rails as we go around, and you get a good view of where the sensors are up here, and it gives you kind of a feeling for what you're looking at on the screen down there. It'll shut the lift down automatically because the chairs aren't where they should be. That's why they call it the anti-collision system. It's preventing the chairs from crashing into each other.
Same thing with this is the clutches just aren't activating right. So it's stopping a chair or speeding a chair up too fast, causing them to bunch up on themselves. What we're doing now is we're bypassing all of the clutches down here and spacing up top. And all it's doing is just holding chairs together to try to get that 100 feet apart I was talking about earlier, and that's pretty much really it.
Maintenance is never routine at Gunstock. The magic carpet lift needs repair. The metal link that holds the two ends of the belt together bent and need to be replaced before the lift can be used again. The process of replacing the belt link isn't a tedious one, but it can be time-consuming. And time isn't something that a maintenance crew can afford to waste here. With over 2 million moving mechanical parts on the mountain, Making repairs is all in a day's work.
The grooming really gets done by 2 people. We probably have about 7 on site that can actually run our grooming tractors. And grooming tractors run about $250,000 to $350,000 a piece.
Potentiometer, it just controls the ground speed. The higher the number, the faster you're going to the same RPMs. So there's no clutch or anything, you just got an accelerator. No brake except the e-brake.
Well, this one starts out with the Cummins diesel, 6-cylinder diesel. Then it goes onto the gearbox. And on the back of the gearbox we have 2 drive pumps that are on the top here. And they drive the left and the right track. And then below that they have the implement drive pump, which is the pump that actually turns the tiller. And there's also an auxiliary pump that picks up the blade, hydraulic pump to pick up the blade and stuff like that.
We try very, very hard not to mix machinery and guests because it's a difficult thing. People don't realize it's on there. You know, we're very careful with it. They're escorted if we have to. And 2 or 3 groomers really do everything they can to groom this many acres of skiing in that short a time. When we're talking from 4 o'clock until about 8 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, it's a pretty big project, and we do about 90% of the mountain every night. So when you come out to Gunstock especially, you're going to have a fresh coat of corduroy. And because we don't have 16,000 skiers, you know, on a Saturday it may get bumped up, but on a Thursday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon like today, you can still get corduroy on pistol and just have an absolute time.
Winter always leaves without ever saying goodbye, but it will come back, it always does. Some of the employees stay on the mountain to work for the summer, but most retire back to their summer ways of life, working and carrying on, hoping for an early winter.